So the Minion movie. I was far more excited about this than I probably should have been, especially as it's very obviously a kids' film. You could tell that even more by when you were watching the film. But I was really excited. I'm a big kid. I love Despicable Me. I thought Despicable Me was an absolute genius film. Despicable Me 2 was okay, but I think Despicable Me was like really up there. And so I was really excited to see this film because I am a big fan of the Minions. I do think they're quite amusing as side characters. And I was intrigued to see how they were going to make a full-length film out of side characters that don't actually speak. So yeah, I wanted to see it partly for like the kid in me, partly because I just wanted to see how it was going to be done. And yeah, I was very excited, and me and a couple of my friends from uni are massive kids, so we all went. It was actually quite funny because we were definitely the oldest people in the cinema without, but like the work wasn't a parent. It was over like parents and their kids and then us. So that was fun. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I think it was a really, really good kids film. It's not like sort of a Disney or Pixar film or other DreamWorks films being presented, like Despicable Me, where I don't feel like it's full fun family enjoyment. There are a few moments where I laughed, but there was just some things that made it funny, especially as some of the things the Minions did reminded me of actions of the people I was with. So it was more of an like inside joke that was making me laugh than the actual film itself. At other points I was genuinely laughing due to some of the randomness of it. But it was definitely a film for kids. It was not a sort of family, all ages, mum and dads are going to love this as much as teens, as much as little children. It's definitely a little child's film. Yeah, but it was really good. Obviously, as the Minions can't speak English, a lot of the humour was mainly slapstick. Therefore, as I'm not a huge fan of slapstick humour, it wasn't necessarily my favourite type of comedy. As I said, I didn't laugh as much as I thought I was going to. I definitely think, personally for me, the Minions are better as side characters. I feel like it was like their side character jokes, but like a full-length film of it. So that's kind of the best way for me to explain it. The premise of the plot of it is before they ever met Gru, Minions wanted to serve the evilest villain around. And so through the ages they were trying to serve this villain, and then something wasn't wrong. For somehow, due to their sort of minion, sort of lovable clumsiness, they ended up killing off the person they were serving somehow, and so they had to find the next villain to serve. And it just basically, the whole film centered around that. They go to VillainCon where they want to serve Scarlet Evil, who is the most evil villain. Quite nice that there was a woman. I thought that was quite a nice change. It was even referenced like, oh, like the super villain was a woman. I don't know if that was a big thing or not, but I just, it was enjoyable. There's not many times you see a super villain that was a woman, so it made a change, especially as I don't feel like she was overly sexualised in any way. It was quite nice just to see a general villain. So that was quite enjoyable for me, but it wasn't a huge thing. I liked little moments where they threw in Little Gru. They threw in Little Gru a few times throughout the films. I like spotting him. That was like a moment for me. I was like, woo, Little Gru. But other than that, it was nothing exceptional. Basically, once they've been hired by Scarlet Overkill, I hope I've been saying Scarlet Overkill the whole way through this. Once they've been hired by Scarlet Overkill, their new villain, she wants them to steal the crown jewels, and then because they're minions, things go wrong and stuff like that happens. But yeah, they're still as lovable and cute and yellow in this film. They still have moments of humour, but I think it's just the fact that for me, it's obviously very much aimed at kids because obviously no one's really speaking throughout the film. When characters come in and do start speaking, you forget what words sound like, and you're like, oh, they're speaking. But yeah, nobody really speaks. So you have a lot of the Minion language and Minion slapstick moments throughout the whole film. So as I said, basically the best way I could describe this was like all those side moments in the previous two Despicable Me films stretched out over a full-length film. I think if you're a kid, you will love it. You will find it really funny. If anyone's watching this who's got little kids, I definitely think it's a film that they would enjoy. Quite generically, but personally for me it wasn't the same sort of family fun viewing as Despicable Me gave, where I felt like that was sort of humour and jokes for all the ages. This was definitely a kids film. Therefore, I'm only going to give this film a 6 out of 10. I still enjoyed it, but I don't think I'll ever watch it again unless it happens to be on TV when I'm in the room. I don't think I will watch it. I really only deserves a 5, but I gave it an extra point because Minions, and I do still like the Minions, despite what everyone says about them being everywhere. I do still like the Minions, and I am glad I saw the film. And it's definitely a kids' film.